Well, hello there, and welcome to thoughtraid, where today we're going to be continuing to play some Grounded, and the goal, the main thing, the main focus, the thing that I want to bring out today is that if you're coming into this stream now or later, I'm here to listen and to chat and to hang out and to chill. Today, I don't have any particular topic in mind, and I'm not going to worry about it, but I do want to say that today is open for any sort of conversation about any sort of thing that is specifically on your mind that you want to have someone to listen to and talk to about. Because a part of my vision for thoughtraid is to create a space for people to come and talk about whatever's on their mind and to help find maybe some better ways of thinking about it if need be. But generally, just to be there for whoever wants to come. So, if that interests you, this stream is for you while we're playing some Grounded. Well, welcome back to thoughtraid, a community about friends, gaming, and better ways of thinking. I'm Brandon, and today we're going to be having a good time playing some Grounded while also talking about what's on your mind. I just reading the chat, and I was seeing that you were saying you love how this music is, Star, and how chill and calm it is, and we just 180 right into dun 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 dun. This is exciting music immediately thereafter. The whiplash is real. But don't worry, we'll go back into some calm music because it's very difficult for me to have a stream like this and not have some sort of calm music when I'm going to open the door for people to talk about whatever, whenever, however. So don't worry, I've got it. I'm just going to go pull up. I'm going to get there it is. I'm going to pull up right now. And oh, look, here is the music right there. There's some chill music to play in the background. Oh, lordy lord. I'm going to pull this over here. I'm noticing that... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, for some reason, I'm not seeing any of the YouTube chat, but that's because I didn't have multi-stream pulled up. That's part of the problem. Thank you for that compliment. I appreciate it. Do I want to know what intro... Let me guess. Yes, me finishing... I knew before I read the line where you said me finishing the Minecraft server, I already knew where that was going to go. But yes, we're all getting grounded. I am working towards getting that, but it is still in my thoughts and prayers. I hear you. I want to have a Minecraft server running again. I will have the Minecraft server running again. I mean that genuinely, unless somehow God takes my life away from me and I can't finish it. But barring that from happening, I will have that Minecraft server running, except it's going to be much, much, much more challenging than the previous server was, just as a heads up. Because the direction I want to take this bad boy is going to be spookier. And just in time for Halloween. I need to get this done this week. I'm going to put it on myself... Calypso, I'm putting it on myself now to get that modded Minecraft server done so that way we can have something spooky for Halloween. So, I'll work on it. You have my focus to get that done. Also, hello Zap, hello Gaming Warrior, hello Star, hello Calypso, and whomever else might be there in the background. I might be able to take the server apart, but I just won't pick good mods if I did. Yeah. I could do that for you. The life-taking part, not the server part. God. Also, I'm not pulling another all-nighter, so only here for maybe 45 minutes. Okay, that's understandable. My field trip to Muddy Sneakers is in 2 days. Muddy Sneakers? I've heard of Muddy Creek, but not Muddy Sneakers. I don't think I want to go that way. That just leads to nowhere. Last I played this game, we accomplished to get to the hedge place. Black Anthill. Hedge. We got there. We got to the hedge. And I managed to get whatever was there to put into Burgle. And now Burgle has told me that there's like a whole bunch of other places with the Black Ant place. And something out bottom of the koi pond, which I think there's a gigantic koi fish there, which great I have to deal with. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah. So yeah, it's a new thing that the school is teaming up with the fifth grade. Okay, is Muddy Sneakers at Muddy Creek, or is that just something different entirely? Because it would make sense if it was there. I am not looking forward to dealing with any spiders if I have to. Hopefully, it's not going to be a problem because it's like middle of day, so it should be fine. Somewhere out there is another place I need to be. So I got to go that way at some point. And I think in that pond, there's just straight up a koi fish, which is gigantic, and it's practically like running into the Leviathan. I'm not excited about that. Speaking of fish, I can see a fish. It's not the koi, but it's definitely a fish. Okay. Who's your Overwatch main? I typically do a lot of Mercy. I've done a lot of Junkrat. I haven't done them as much as I used to. If I'm playing tank, I'm gonna definitely main probably as Diva, or I might main as I haven't really found like a tank that I love the most. That's the most what, like, if there was ever like how something to be split up into a bunch of different categories, tank, the role of tank. I've done many different characters for tank, so I don't really have a main. But I do. Diva would be the closest to that, I could say. Please don't be a spider in any of this. Let's see. Okay, moving around here. I'm not gonna risk it. I need to get to the house first before I risk anything. House is the safest. Okay, and then I could take a second to read what you guys are saying. I'm just determined to get to the house before the sun sets. Go home, go home, go home. Just a bunch of things saying go home. Go this way, Ant. I don't want any troubles, Ant. Even though I've been the biggest trouble for you. I hear science. Maybe it's those things I hear. Hold on. That's a soldier ant. Yeah, don't want to deal with that. I already had to. I could feed it, but it took a lot of work. Don't feel like dealing with that. What is that sound? Oh, it's the crow again. Oh, yes, I'm very frequently playing Mercy. What is making the grass move like that? I feel like there's a spider over there. I don't know if there's a spider over there. Maybe it's just an ant. But
Weevil snuffling along here.
Okay. Stop it, crow. Don't scare me like that. Just boom. I don't know what I'm hearing. All right. Cool. We're back to safety. Okay, let me read what you guys are saying now that I'm inside the safety of my house. Ooh. How has your weekend been, Brandon? I got to eat some noodles just a few hours ago. What kind of noodles, Gaming Warrior? There are many kind. What kind of noodles? There's a whole kind of noodles I'm thinking of, but my brain literally shut off and would not remember what it was. Ramen. That's what it was. Is it ramen noodles? I doubt it, but is it ramen noodles? Spicy ones. Okay. Is it rice-based noodles? Is it wheat-based noodles? Is it some other type of noodle? Out of curiosity. Arissa is really good right now. Okay. As for my weekend was pretty good. What did I do? What did I do Saturday? Saturday we streamed. I had work. Sunday I had to work. It's okay. My weekend has been full of a lot of working. I work Saturday, I work Sunday, I work today, I work tomorrow. So I've had a long working weekend, not necessarily a relaxing weekend, sadly. But it's not been a bad weekend. It's just a lot of work. So there's that. What is that? Is that an ant going? Brrr, brrr. Ant? Bee? There's a bee over there. It's not an ant. Where's my lean-to? Is that up here? It is not. Is it out here? It is. Can I move that? Recycle, relocate, yes. I would like to relocate this, not there. Let's put it right here. And then use. Unset. Nope, I don't want to unset the respawn point. There we go. Okay. Also, hello, Kenneth. So yeah, to answer your question, my weekend was a lot of work. I worked a full shift Saturday, a full shift Sunday, and I took a walk at the park yesterday and today. That was nice. So thinking about that. Also, will you stream for the new season? Yes, I will probably be playing some Overwatch again. Like, very likely, Overwatch is an overlapping game that both Noah and I love to play. So, we often play Overwatch, and sometimes we'll do custom games so that people can join us. So, yes, I'll probably do that again. Brandon can be Mercy. He's most likely Mercy. My main, if I can be, it would be the, I don't remember the name, but it would be the mouse in the metal ball. I don't know what his name. That is Hammond, and he is not a mouse. He is a hamster, I think. Dude, today one of my friends accidentally rickrolled himself without noticing. That's beautiful. It's a kind of ramen. It is not rice noodles. Okay. I think I was trying to rickroll the whole class, but he forgot that his headphones plugged in and rickrolled himself. Rickrolled himself. And it's pretty chill. I was gonna do some walk, however, I do it today anyways, just later. Okay. Well, it's more. The day is young for you, so you've got plenty of time to get to walking. I know one thing I need. I need to make a canteen while I'm thinking about it. Canteen. I killed grubs intentionally to make canteen. I think I needed that to make it correct. I don't remember. This brittle plating, brittle whetstone, plant slurry, mushroom slurry, bug rubber. That's a statement. Bug rubber. Canteen. Does require grub hide. Exactly the amount of grub hide that I have. Okay. But I also need to finish the armor that I have, which is vastly grub related. Well, going to be grub related. Hood. Hood would be the next thing. Grub goggles. Sure. That requires weevil raw meat? That's weird. Okay. Whatever. I just disappeared. Gonna stream for the new season. Yes. So, yes, I am going to stream for the new season at some point. Yes. Like I was telling them, Overwatch is a game that both Noah and I enjoy to play. And so, yes, we will very likely be streaming that yet again during the new season. So, yes. What is my opinion on hamster's nipple? I haven't even seen it. What on earth are you talking about? This is my reaction as not hearing about it. Huh? What the hell? Why does a hamster have a nipple piercing? I have many concern. Very bizarre to hear. I'll have to do that before I stream next time. At some point, I can get around to seeing that. All I can think is, what on earth? I'm sure I'm not the only one. That seems like a strange design choice. Yes, let us put a piercing on a rodent. I don't know how to feel about that. I just feel concerned. I think that's the main thing. What is going on? There we go. Finally finished that. I mean, like, I accept it. It's just strange. Like, I'm not like, to all fairness, I'm not like, oh my god, what a terrible, unethical thing. It's just more like, huh? More like a, what fever dream is this coming out of thing? I'm watching some Mahabharata. I know it's gonna mess it up in the pronunciation. It's about a 146 episode series with the episodes being 45 minutes. I've only sent the edited number. The unedited has 1,000 wow, that's a lot of episodes. Also, when are you going to dye your hair green? I will yes, I need to. That's another goal I'm gonna have to do this week. I'm gonna have to order myself the green hair dye so then I can make the plans with my dad to color my hair green on stream. It will happen. I'm going to set... I'm going to try to set a due date for myself to make that happen in the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to this week, Wednesday or Thursday, I will try to make myself order it, and then we can get that done the next week. Have my dad come over and dye my hair green. Although I'll probably also cut my hair before I dye my hair, because it needs to be cut and maintained. Sleep to the morning, brother. Yes, Brandon dad reveal. What is this? Hold on. Oh.
Please don't move and look straight ahead.
I am strapped to a table.
I promise you won't feel a thing.
His heart rate is surprisingly low for being strapped to a table.
Reduction. Spacer is primed.
Where you are going, all your worries will seem so small.
Okay. So...
Oh, that nightmare was crazy. Like watching a movie.
So some lore dropped.
Spacer? Hominid? I know adults have nightmares about work, but I don't think their kids are supposed to.
Fair
I
enough.
have to tell Burgle about this.
Sure, sounds good. Did they just unethically strap a child to a chair and shrink him down? That seems bad. Hey, I think I've got to go because I'm in bed, so I'm going to watch TV and get some go. Don't forget to tell me when you have finished mine, of course. Well, have a good night. Thank you for joining tonight. It was good to hear from you, Calypso. Need a haircut. It's been 4 months. Yeah, I'm not gonna make my hair short. Well, not on the top. On the sides, I'll be making it short. So that'll be the main change that you'll see. And that's right. I need weevil meat. I was like, what do I need? I need something.
Tastes good.
Do you want me to send you the playlist, Brandon? It's a combination of Hindi and some Sanskrit. It has English CC. However, have a good night. Also, hey Evac, how are you doing today? Let's see. I need to find a Weevil and murder it. Let's go over here. Oh, Weevil. Sniffly Weevil, wherefore art thou? There you are. Come here. Nope. Am I being attacked by 2 Weevils? Oh. Don't bother me. Let me consume that.
Chow down.
Okay. Weevil meat. Yep, that's what I want. Okay. Murder sounds nice. Oh, God. Murder sounds nice. Does it sound nice? But I guess in the context of murdering a Weevil, yeah, it sounds fine. I can stand it. Like that. It is lit, fam. But no, Evac, how are you? I do not recognize you. And when it comes to a playlist, you said a playlist and it's a combination of Hindi and some Sanskrit. I still don't quite understand what it is you're wanting to share with me. Daft Punk if it was emo. Let's see. What was I doing? Okay, that's what I want. Okay. Goggles. For some reason requires meat. Craft 1. Just craft 1. I can't craft many because it's not many. And where did it go? Frick. Oh, there it is. Okay, now I have goggles. Oh. But I still don't know what it is. I don't know what you're talking about. I am confusion. Bugs. Okay, so the webs is in the bug category. Got it. Put that there. We'll move this over here. The bird is back and being generally annoying. Come over here, Anthead. Okay, guess what? Spider butt. Okay, cool. That goes there. I don't need 5,000 webs. Put that there. Put these glands there. Don't need that. Let's just put that together like that. Put that there, and this can go here. Cool. That's good. What other things can I trash? I don't need that to be its own separate category. This ant head can go over here. Ant mandible. I don't need this. Berry flesh. Spider bodies. Can put that over there. Got some meat that I could cook and eat. This I don't need, I don't think, right now. And these weevil heads can go right there. Cool. And now I don't need that helmet either. That can go... use. There we go. Cool. Getting called emo has made me... Emo? What? For context, it's a series of events that have occurred before and after the Great War where best of the best warriors were also gods. I do not know this Great War you speak of. Please pardon my very American understanding. Please understand. I do not understand. What is the Great War you speak of? Hello? No! Darn it. I wanted that water droplet. Frick! Okay. Just can't get it because it's just out of reach. Also, while you're still here, Star, how has your day been? What have you been up to?
It's no lemon crime, but it's better than nothing.
Does it need to be lemon crime? What is lemon crime? Is that lemonade? The topic is, what's on your mind? What do you want to talk about? I'm here to listen and talk with you guys. Just hang out. No, nothing, it can be big, it can be deep, it doesn't have to be deep, it can be shallow, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to talk about. Not a lot, just tired. I have a lot of work today. Something else going on. Aphid. Okay, actually, I need to focus. I need to figure out what can I make next. Okay. I should make a gas mask. That is going to be important to have at some point. So that would be good to have. And I need gnat fuzz, which those are easy to find. What is that sound? What is outside my door? Oh, that's an army ant. Don't like that. Oh. Excuse me. Excuse me, ant. That's my door. Ding dong! I want to shoot you through the door. I need to create like a balcony so I can shoot things from it. From the safety of a balcony. Because this is not very helpful. What just died?
Soldier ant, look out!
Get out of here, soldier ant. You're a piece of crap! You're too close to my territory. Ha ha! But I am superior! And also I'm out of... I'm running through my arrows. Give me that arrow. Oh, just a dead aphid. Alright, where's your corpse? Hello? Shouldn't there be a corpse? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, we got that one. We're good. Give me that one. I want that one. Give me that one. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I need to make a balcony for myself. It is not okay to be attacked by something and not be able to shoot it from afar. Oh. Let's see. So the war was about getting... Well, actually, I missed some things. So I'm actually having problems with worry and unfathomable anger. That's extreme of a statement. Like, I absolutely lost it on my mom screaming and yelling because I was driven so far and I feel bad. Okay. I'm just so annoyed easily. Even then, I've tried therapy and I tried meditation and I've tried all this stuff, but nothing works. I feel like I'm trapped and contained in a never-ending cycle of being pissed off. What? I mean, like, I could ask what is pissing you off, but I don't know if that's necessarily the solution here. But I guess it's a step. I mean, I guess, like, what sort of things are specifically pissing you off? I can start with that. Gaming Warrior said, the war is about getting the throne of a nation, and it was between brothers/prince of the nation. However, one side was bad and one was good. Okay. Interesting. Also, when I say being called emo, I meant being a replacement for my name. Okay. Okay. Being called emo, replacement for your name? Just, you are now emo. Almost close to Elmo. Can't spell. Both of you guys. So you're asking to that. I would recommend to you to do a daily meditation. Again, what exactly is your definition of meditation? Let's see. Did you do... Well, what did you do when you meditated? Let's see. I just suffer from bad depression. That's the thing, I'm just annoyed and tired of crap. And also, what things are getting you depressed? So, I guess, what things are pissing you off, John? What things are getting you depressed, Star? That's the thing, I'm just annoyed and tired, or crap. But yeah, tired, annoyed of crap, or what? Of what? Like, what exactly... What are we up against here? What are we facing? Gnat. Okay. Do I have gnat fuzz in my storage? Bugs. I do have some fuzz already here, and it pulls from it, but I need more. Okay. That is some of the things I need. Just start praying loudly or reading the Bible. That's some things you could do, yes. Little Nat. 1v1 me. Or just immediately die. That works too. Bee. I don't want to kill the bee. Depressed. About life, people, harassment, and not being treated like a normal person. What does that mean? Paint a picture for me. Oh, hey, JK. I just now saw you said something. Hey, how are you? I'm doing pretty good right now. Just trying to read and see what people are saying and respond to it, but otherwise doing pretty good.
Refreshing.
Do I have enough gnat fuzz? What was I even trying to make? Gas mask, that's right. Craft that. Because I'm going to need to go into the toxic zone. And for that, I'll need some... Ooh, fin flops. I'll need that too at some point. Water boatman fin. What is that? Eelgrass strand and lily pad wax. Spider knee pads. Hasty regen, medium armor. That could be very useful too. Ooh, spider shoulder, defense, good resistance, hasty regen, medium armor. And then we have the grub stuff, which is just max stamina. I can just go hard, go fast, go long. Gill tube, junior diver. Okay. Acorn, major threat. So there's no specific definition of meditation. However, what you can say is you can go to another world slash spiritual world where you can talk with God or talk with the inner God. Inner God means that the good part of you. Okay. Interesting. Evac, can I send a friend request on your Discord so I could present you portfolio? You can. I will be upfront and direct. We have just recently updated all of our graphics and everything. And we're in the process of we're actually going to be getting back with the same person who developed the graphics to come up with a little bit of a better introduction that's not so jarring all over the place, because you just need to do something quickly for that one. But I don't have any specific needs for graphics at the moment, just as a FYI. But I'm always willing to entertain and look at new things for future references. So just be upfront about that. But JK, are you still there? So meditation, you got astral projection, it looks like what you're talking about. What you can do into another world, spiritual world, where you can talk with God and talk with your inner God, the good within you. I feel like it's probably dangerous to do something like what you just mentioned, though. Like, I feel like that's something that the spiritual forces that do exist can easily mess with you, putting yourself out there in such a manner. I have heard horror stories of people who have done something similar to astral projection and intentionally trying to commune with spirits and it not going well. I don't know what your experiences have been with it, though. I'm curious to know what your experiences have been. So I'm open to hear what that's been like. Depends on who you're trying to communicate. But even still, like, I've heard people that are just, like, genuinely trying to do that from a good heart or whatever, not trying to talk to any bad spirits, and still end up getting either possessed or just, like, haunted by that spirit. Have you done that, and what's your experiences been with that form of meditation with that specific purpose? Also, where do I have the gas mask in my inventory? I do. Okay, cool. I need to find grubs. I want to finish my grub stuff. I'm gonna go with digging for grubs. See if I can locate a good spot with a bunch of them. Ant. Weevil. Mushroom. Leaf. If you do that properly, and if the god has given you approval, then he will reach out to you. Now, what does that mean? Ant. Puddle of water. Spider. Another spider. Don't want to deal with the spiders. Although I killed that, but I killed it from afar and cheesed the crap out of it. Plank of wood. And nothing will happen. Okay. Am I the only one who would like to be possessed? I don't think so. I feel like any person that has thought of one thing, there's probably several other people that have thought the same thing. Dealing with similar stuff. I feel that, John, been dealing with similar stuff myself. Also, hello, Jeremy. Hello from the shadows. Yeah. I hear... There we go. That looks like a bee grub. Hello, grub. I need your body. I need you for project. For armor. Sorry, bucko. Oh, God. No, come back. Excuse me, grub. That kind of sounds better in my kind of sounds better than my current day-to-day. Being possessed? Yeah, I would actually, that's something I would agree with, Gaming Warrior. Like, from what I've heard, now granted, I don't know if I've met a person who's been possessed yet. But I've heard plenty of stories, and most of which are just always negative, and miserable for the person being possessed, because, you know, you're kind of being...
I don't want any trouble, Ant.
You're kind of being, like, pushed to do things with no control, and it's never good. The Discord is in the link below, in the panels, on Twitch. If you would like to join us on Discord, Evec. But yeah, no, like, talk to me more, if you're willing to, Star, about this depression that you're kind of struggling with. Like, talk to me about that. What has been getting you down? Because you mentioned, like, a bunch of different things. Like, you mentioned, like, life and being treated poorly and all these kind of things. But, like, I'm here to listen. Like, that's important to me. There is a weevil that is literally stuck inside this mushroom. Rip weevil. Let's see. I got my grubs. Can I finish my armor? My grub armor? Grub leggings. Nope, frick. I need one more grub. Alright, grub. I'm coming back for you. I need a fourth. Also, I need to get the stuff necessary to make a torch, which I think is all the little sap thingies and then dry grass. Hello, weevil. Dry piece of grass. Come here. And want that. Mr. Weevil, do you know where the rest of the grubs are? I'm looking for a grub. That is pollen. That's interesting. I discovered pollen. I did not expect to discover pollen. That's a spider. That's an ant. That's something I don't want to deal with right now. But I do need that for my torches. Golden golden weave spiders sleep at night. Brown recluse spiders or wolf spiders do not. They are active. The big, scary guys, they're active during nighttime, and the sun is setting. Let's see. This was where I found a grub before. Where? I've lost track of my... Okay, there's my house. Like, oh no. Now, I have not met someone who's been possessed yet. However, I have seen people who are removed from possession of bad spirits. And boy, is it bad. As I do know some of the places where possessed people get freed from their possession. Oh, so you've actually been in proximity of their houses or where they live. What does that sound? Oh, it's a mite. Mite. I'm looking for grub, not mite. You are not the one I seek. I've got a new mutation. Good. Excuse me. You are not the one. You are not the one. And this is not your time. Oops. And here I need to leave these stumps or will not grow back, so I'm not going to make that mistake twice. No, I have not been to place, however, I have read and seen about... Okay. Gotcha. I'm going to read what you're saying. I just want to find one more grub, and then I'm going to go back to the house, and I'm going to read what you're saying, Star. So if I do not respond right away, it is because I have grub in the brain, and I want to kill grub so I can have armor. That is ant. That is not grub. That is piece of wood.
Someone get that poor dude a tissue.
He doesn't need a tissue. That is just his forever state. Haha! Grub! Where'd he go? No. There we go. Ha ha ha! You're mine. Alright, give me your hide. Alright, now we get back home. Excuse me, I was just leaving. Just getting the crap out of here. Do 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 do. There's something I want to share. There's something else I want to share with you, Gaming Warrior, that I think you might love. It might be of interest to you. One of my favorite things that they've been developing in the United States is a whole TV series called The Chosen, and I can get you that website so you can watch its episodes on your own. But that's something you might enjoy. Some good entertainment. Okay. Yeah, make that. Now I can have pants. How did I get so much stuff in my inventory? Lord have mercy. Where did the pants go? I build these things and I don't know where they go. They're just somewhere. Also, Might Loaf. Where's my cook? There it is. Light that cooking station. Cook that meat. Cook, cook, cook. Oh, the pants are just... Okay, there we go. There we go. That's what I need. That's the stuff. Put that right there.
You can be smart, fast, lucky, or just wear some armor.
Yep. And now, you will get that. There we go. My first little armor thing is now fully decked out. And I'd be cooking some food. And it's still cooking. Aphid roast. Space cook, space cook, space cook. Cooked all that. Okay. So now let me read what you're saying, Star. It's kind of hard to explain, but for life, I'm always down. It just feels like a void for people. I get judged for nothing. For harassment, I get asked about SH. Even though I haven't done it, and suicide. SH. I do not know what SH stands for. That, and this. Cook. Hey, Evac. It's kind of hard to explain, but life has always been so down. Oh, okay, got it. I was wondering what that stood for. Thank you for explaining. So it kind of feels hard to explain. I'm always down. Just feels like a void for people that get judged for nothing and harassment. I always get asked about self-harm, even though I haven't done it, and suicide, even though you haven't done that either. Trying to think about what I want to ask to that. What are the things that, if you feel comfortable talking about it, let me just preface this. What are the things that people harass you about, Star? I know the feeling, Star Track, and I want to say sorry about what had happened to you. However, I would tell you one thing, that if you do beat it, you are going to find happiness. And that takes time. I do meditation through music because it's one of the only ways I enjoy. Yes, please do send it to me. Thank you, Game War. That's where it's wrong. You don't meditate for enjoyment with music. It is meant to be done in silence. I mean, I guess it depends on your type of meditation, though, I would still say. Because I've known meditation at some points to be like meditating on what someone has said and kind of keeping that repetitively in your mind.
It's no lemon crime, but it's better than nothing.
I promised myself to, no matter what happens, I will never try to hurt myself, and it has gone pretty well. That's good. I'm very glad about that. I think it can be in some cases. It is designed to kind of like rewire your brain into other directions in some instances, according to some definitions of it. It is, however, it is to relax in how you sleep, to relax your body, right? Meditation is about relaxing your mind and soul. Let me do this. Okay, got all that. Tab. I've got myself full new armor, and that's designed to help with my stamina, so I can go further before I feel fatigued. It helps me to forget the day is that different. I think there is a difference though between forgetting something and letting it go. Oh, I wanted to drink that. I didn't want to drop beneath it. Also, I have pollen. I need to analyze it. That's a new material. Come here, droplet of water. There we go. Analyze. Do a science. Analyze pollen. Shinobi sneeze. Pollen arrow. Interesting. Shinobi sneeze. That's a name. Alright, cool. And I can also buy things now. I've got a good deal of science. Science! Zip lines. Ladders. Cookbook hedge. Mac and... Mac and bees? No! That just sounds so wrong! Mac and bees? Okay. Moisten up those brittle little bones. Unlock a mutation for limber, spongy legs to reduce fall damage. Oh, that's nice. Sign set, crow. Oh, that's cool. Initial data. Pebblet foundation. Tough torch upgrade. Has been the power of science will light your way for a very long time. That's important. Meat shield. That's also important. There's a lot of important things. Sign set teen spirit. Scanner science. An upgrade for a scab scanner module that allows you to detect nearby raw science. Less fall damage. Mac and peas. I hate it and I love it in equal measure. Oh gosh. There's always too busy, and if I go, I get harassed. There's always too busy, and if I go, I get harassed. What are you referring to, Star? Go outside without going outside physically. Then try to go outside without going outside physically. Now it is harder possible with consistent training. Also, I hate silence. It kinda hurts me, and I don't know why, but it is painful. You hate silence? What is it? Is it like a matter of it? Silence gives you anxiety? Is that what it is? Let's see. I do want that. I do want that. I also want to take more hits. Knowledge ship gives you the old razzle dazzle, which with his clamps and spatula combo, the tenderizing works you out on a molecular level, and it unlocks a new mutation that increases max health. That's important. But also being able to see for a longer period of time is also important. I want that. I don't really care about dropping from a high height, and that's not a problem for me. Taking more hits is important. Zip lines is important. Ladders are not entirely important. Pebblet foundations. That could be important. Possibly, I don't know. Also, I would probably fall asleep because of the my lack of sleep. Which if you need to go to bed, that is fine. We are here for you, but it is good to take care of yourself. Talking of sleep, I should probably go. It's 2 a.m. That's fair. Sleep does make things worse. Like, not sleep. Not having enough sleep makes things worse. I had that backwards. Sorry. What do I want to spend my science on? Ah! I don't really need a better foundation. That's not necessary. Nothing has been that bad. Have a good night, Star. I'd love to talk more about what you've been working through at some point, though, just to put that out there. But that could be for another time. Being able to take more damage is important. So also are zip lines. I need to kill a bee for that, though. Well, that sucks. Thank you. We'll do that. We'll definitely increase our ability to handle stuff. Spiky sprig, craft a spiky sprig. Artificer, spider hood, craft spider hood. Kill ladybug. I'm gonna do that one. Oh, and this can let me see where things are. Ooh. Weed stems. I always need some weed stems. Four hours of sleep. That's not a lot of sleep. Weevil, here. Can I get you unstuck? There. Get unstuck. I need to make myself a torch that does not die so quickly. So I'm gonna do that. So what's been on your mind, Gaming Warrior? Droplet of water. Here, an engine of a car nearby. What do I have in my inventory? Rocks that I don't even know what to do with. Armors and weapons. I need a box that's not plants. That's not any of that stuff. I'll put it in here because it might be useful eventually. This place, like a most closest thing I can see that would need it. Put my grub stuff in here. This sack can go there. This ant body, this mandible can go there. I got berry meat. What am I supposed to do with berry meat? Pollen. Can go over here. Got some clay, got some pebblets, some fuzz. Put that fuzz over here. There we go. Okay. And that's not, that'll go here. Might fuzz, that goes over here. Okay. And I just got a whole bunch of meat that I need to burn through. You've been learning more about the Protector. Also, his name is Lord Vishnu. I hadn't told you the name yet, so here's the name. Vishnu. That name sounds familiar. I think due to things like Overwatch. I think there is a game that exists where you can play as that exact god. Let's see. What was the quest that he get? Spiky Sprig. Spiky Sprig. There it is. I just need thistle needles. Okay. Let's go find that plant. That's a weed. Weed. But not what I need. It's somewhere's that thing. Okay. Nope, not that thing. Crap. What is the thing that has the needles? I know it's out there somewhere. There's mites. It might be he is as very popular thanks to his different reincarnations. Have you heard of Smite out of curiosity? Now thinking about that? Here we are. Here's my spiky plant. Give me all of the needles. Funny enough, he's part of the Mahabharata. He's just the protagonist of the story. Okay. I have a lot of needles. Do I need all these needles? Probably don't. How are they stacking? They're stacking in groups of 10. Gross. No thanks. Oops. Stuck on a piece of grass. But yeah, no, have you heard of the game Smite? Out of curiosity. Let's see. Build that. 250 raw science. Well, that I don't need because I already have things that are better than this. So that can go over there into useless territory along with needle. Plant needle. Go there. No. And I want to craft the better thing. What is the recipe? Crossbow. Pollen arrow. Just needs pollen. An arrow laced with pollen. Perfect for bringing down pesky flying critters. Okay. Torch plus. That's what I want. This is what I need in my life. A torch that does not go out so easily. There we go. Okay, cool. And what does it take to make a canteen? Canteen. More grub hide than I have. Cool. Ooh, this is a fun song.
That was refreshing.
Do I have my helmet for my gas mask? Also, why do I have grub sludge? Oh, because I killed enough of them. Excuse me. There we go. Bugs. Put that fuzz right there. Okay, good. Can that stack? That cannot stack. Okay. That shovel can go up there with the rest of my stuff. Yeah! That looks good. Okay, then go over there. Okay, so you have one choice where you're fighting a war and you have asked God for help as you're facing the entire universe worth of armies. Either you choose. I'm curious. What are my choices here? A. God's entire army, including angels. B. No, that's not B. Ooh, the repair tool. That requires... Wait, more clay than I have? Okay. I should find clay deposits. B. God, but he will not fight, only he will be beside you. I mean, if I were to have to choose between those two things, I mean, I feel like my inclination is to go towards God. Like, he won't fight my battles for me, but he'll still be there by my side. So at least whatever I go through, I know he'll be there through the end. I don't know why I would be fighting a battle by myself against all of the armies of man. It's a very strange scenario. Fields. Oh, that's what it is. Field station. Okay. But my knee-jerk reaction is going towards God. B. Because if God be for me, who can be against me? If he's not fighting, then why am I? So that also depends. What is the context of this war? What can I build? Where's this chair? This chair requires ant parts. Normal chair. Yes, normal chair. That's exactly what it is. This is by no means abnormal. Don't think about it. Smoothie station. Put this chair right there. Now we got a chair. Congratulations, you won the war, as you are a part of... You're on the part of the good side of... What do you... That word again. The 5 people against the entire universe. I mean, again, when you think about it, what... Like, it goes back to what I talked about at the very end of the stream on Saturday. Is like, why bother worshipping any other god? If they do exist, why bother worshipping them? Because it's like, again, worshipping the creation over the creator. And it is my personal opinion that the Judeo-Christian God, Yahweh, is the one true God. So why would I try to rely on his creation to be able... like one side of it to fight another side of it? Because if you think, just think about it. What is the purpose of serving or working with or like concerning yourself with other gods that did not create everything? Like, I understand being kind to them. You know, maybe being respectful as you would be respectful to another person, sure, but not worshipping them in any shape, way, or form. I'm not going to set some incense, sacrifice some creature, or do some sort of, you know, thing for them to appease them, because it's like, I don't know, it's just like... And besides the fact, in the Judeo-Christian Bible... Most of the ones that worship God, the spiritual beings that worship God, make it very clear, do not worship any god but God. Any other god. Oh, so you've explained it before. Okay. But one thing you haven't explained, Gaming Warrior, welcome back. I guess you're having a hard time sleeping. One thing you have not explained yet is if you've seen and played Smite. Welcome back. Ah! Okay, so you haven't heard of Smite. Okay. Smite is maybe I'll play it at some point, but Smite is an interesting game where you can play as many different gods. and fight in a battle... Not a battle royale, that's not quite right. It's a MOBA type game. It's kind of has some similarities to League of Legends or Dota, although it is not the same thing as that. It just has similarities to it. That's right, I put this thing to tell me where any sort of clay is located. It in fact did not tell me. Oh, because I did not hit the right button, that's why. Okay. Yeah, so, for instance, that god and some other, I think there's other gods from Hinduism that exist within the pantheon of gods you can play as. Recycle, not relocate. It's not, I don't think it's on mobile, but it is a free game if you ever have, once you get your computer working again. Move all this back over here. No, I just want to deposit the whole stack. There we go. Hades is a really good dungeon crawler roguelike based on Greek gods with great story and amazing gameplay. That's very addictive. That's on mobile, I guess. Where did that go? I found my half-completed base near this point, and now I don't remember where it is. Frick. Everything except mobile, oh. Oh, I think I know the game you're talking about then. I thought you were responding primarily to Gaming Warrior with a mobile game. Here is my half-completed base that I never completed, that needs to be uncompleted and then relocated. Well, but then the reincarnation of gods is like clothes that we wear even though we change in the even though we change in it in person, who's wearing doesn't change. So even though you change clothing, you're still... Yeah, I understand. I understand the general concept of reincarnation. Like, it's the same person. I've heard, like, instances with them having to rediscover themselves or whatever, but it's the same person. They go through different experiences. I understand its general concept. Where would you be if I let my intrusive thoughts win? That's a good question. Where would I be if I let my intrusive thoughts win? That question, once again, is going to require me to go back to my house so I can not have to worry about being sniped by an ant or something. Or a wolf spider. A family of a deity. I would definitely be in heaven. Your intrusive thoughts win. You would not be here. Ooh, I hear that. I don't think... If my intrusive thoughts won, I don't think I would have committed suicide by now. I've had those thoughts from time to time, but they've not been that serious of a thought for me. If I were to let my intrusive thoughts win... Where would I be? So, let me ask this question. There's different ways I could answer that. are you specifically wanting me to answer, like, what, like, if I just had, like, random silly thoughts come into my head, and it's just, like, the kind of intrusive thoughts of, like, stick your hand in that guy's mouth, or whatever? Or are we talking, like, thoughts of, like, you should kill yourself, like, serious thoughts, like, what sort of intrusive thoughts are you wanting to specifically me speak to here? Or all of the above. And looking at your current statements, I imagine it's probably all of the above. More on the serious... Oh, but more on the serious side. Okay. Oh... But any you don't mind. Okay. Need that. Consume this.
Damn! Give me a plate of this.
My intrusive thoughts would... Some of my intrusive thoughts would definitely land me in prison. For sure. Like... I've had some just very off-the-wall, random, intrusive thoughts, like, related to people, most of which would land me in... not most of which. Some of which would land me in jail, not most. I don't think that none of my intrusive thoughts would land me, like, in the grave, per se. I don't think any of them have been bad enough that I would do self-harm. Although I've had some thoughts from time to time of self-harm in the past. Usually just punching the crap out of myself. But nothing serious in that. More than likely... Some of my intrusive thoughts may land me in a psych ward. I've definitely had thoughts that have maybe want to just, like, run away from everything and just, like, not trust anybody and kind of diminish and become small. I've had those kind of thoughts. So there's a good chance that some of my intrusive thoughts would make me be sent into a psych ward for my protection. I feel like if I were to break, I would be some sort of, like, the crazy type villain. Not necessarily, I don't think I'd necessarily become the Joker kind of a villain, but I'd probably be, I'd definitely be the kind of, like, try to freak the crap out of people so they'd stay away from me. And just be very, very... push a lot of people away from me, be very strange, like, my defense mechanism being, like, become as weird and creepy as possible so that the people who are stronger than me might be, like, put off by me. And if my intrusive thoughts were to win, I would probably also, and on top of all of that, like, be... in some sort of, like, homosexual relationship, too. It's part of those intrusive thinking. But those are my intrusive thoughts, not the ones that I ever act on.
Tastes good.
There is darkest timeline, Brandon, and that's pretty much what I'm trying to describe. Where whatever I feel, I do. And that is not smart, nor wise, nor good. I know... I would be in hell, I would. I would have stabbed myself. Possible I'd be in hell as well. More on the serious side, but okay, so I'm referring to that. Well, it's like, how can you explain all emotions? I know, though, I wouldn't be here if I had let them win, though, by self-harm, however. I'd probably end up killing myself before I would get to anyone else. God has changed me pretty well from how I used to be in the past. Well, I'm very happy for that. That's really good. And God has changed me a lot as well, too. he has brought me a long way in the past 2 years alone. Although he has helped me throughout all my life. But these past 2 years have been very, very roller coastery. Hard, but also, because they've been hard, very transformative too. Let's see. I'm doing a very good job at making sure my character remains full. But I need to do more exploring than I have been. And I put it on the map to find clay. And that's why I keep going in circles. Okay, clay. I need to find clay. I know that clay is in the water, and that is about it. Clay? Oh, is that an area where there's clay? There's red things? Place waypoint. No. I don't want to type R. Why are you assuming this? Put that there. Survey. Now place it there. There we go. Okay, cool. Me too. God has never let me think otherwise, as he has been like a good father, brother, and friend of mine. I'm happy for that. Where's the clay? There's the clay. Okay. At some point, Gaming Warrior, you should tell me your testimony, what you've been through that's brought you to this place. Like, obviously you've been through some things that you've mentioned, and I'm curious to hear more about that. But, that being said, hello, Richard. That being said, is that what it is? Is the clay here? Where is the clay? That being said, Star, you've talked of the things that you've been depressed about. One of the things that you brought up a couple of times is about this whole harassment bullying thing. But I don't know which. Okay. You've talked often about being harassed about different things, and that has been curiously on my mind. And I thought of a question to ask, and I want to hear your response to it. Obviously, people are going to bully and harass us about different things, but there are some things that are going to bother us more, and some things that are going to bother us less. What are some of the things that people have harassed you about that has bothered you more, that you have a hard time with because it feels too real? That's what I want. Hello, Clay. Looks like a potato. That big lump provided me a little bit. Nope, I don't want to suffocate. That's it, I think. Might be possible that you're confused about God. Well, yes. That is clear. Welcome back, Zap. Is there more clay here? Not that I can see. Suicide and self-harm, because I have thought about both, but have gone against it, but it still hurts. Why does that hurt specifically? And when you say harassment, what do you mean by that? Also, I'm curious, what prevents you to come to a conclusion about those things, Gaming Warrior? Because I know it's something that's very important to you. Hello, Ladybug. I don't want your armor right now. I want clay. And I know there's more of them, and I hear that they're in the water somewhere. Is this a place? That's an ant. Hello, ant. No, I do not want to drink this dirty, nasty water.
What?
I also don't need that. Oh, okay, Weevil. Just had to walk in the way. Oh.
Looks like a mite up ahead.
And a spider. Oh. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. I want to deal with the spider any much less that I want to deal with these stupid mites. Oh, spider be walking close. But spider be leaving me alone. I don't know what vision that spider has, but it is leaving me alone. And that's fine. Like, people just bring it up because I'm there. I'm talking about Star Trek. Brandon, I think he's confused about... Yes. But you said you can't come to a conclusion either. So that's what I'm asking you, Gaming Warrior. With no other reason other than to hurt me. So people intentionally bring up... How do people use self-harm and suicide as a way to, like, bully you, though? Because most people around me bring it up as a point of concern, not as a point of ridicule. Let's see. Let's go over here. No, Stop! You make me upset! That's not... No. No! That goes there. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, your language confused me. Because you said, however, I cannot come to a conclusion. They treated it as a joke and even tell me to do it sometimes. That's definitely toxic. That's not okay. Recycle. No. Recycle. There we go. I've been looking for you. Where are you in relation to everything? Okay. I keep finding it on accident. Just eventually I will dismantle the entire place. Now, are these people that you have to interact with? Are these people that you're able to distance yourself with? Are you able to set boundaries with these people? Deposit stack. Let me get myself a bead of water. Bead.
That was refreshing.
When I was in high school and dealing with feelings of self-harm, one girl told me to stop whining, as she said I would not have the courage to do it. It's interesting. I mean, you can ignore someone insulting you, but I don't know if that's necessarily the best route. Setting boundaries would be a little bit better. Can I get through this without the spider murdering me? Murder spider. Or the mites causing too much attention. Okay, it's ignoring me. Okay, cool. We can go away from there. Leave me alone, spider! Oh, God! It's hard when there's lots of them, some worse than others. Interesting. Granted, high school was 20 years ago, because I'm old. How did you react to this woman saying what she said to you, Richard? Because in some ways, I can see that being something that can embolden a person. In other ways, it can be insulting in a sense. Not insulting as in not in a negative sense, but I don't know. Like I don't know. I understand it, but at the same time, the way it was done hits me funny. How did you take it? Just for context, who are these people? Are they classmates? Maybe friends, co-workers, just random? That's a good question. That question, yes. I'm wondering those same things, Star. I am walking into a place with a bunch of webs. And there could be spiders, and I don't see the spiders. There's a grub. Do I still need grub stuff? I feel like I do. Grub! Grub! Give me your grub. My classmates aren't too bad, but sometimes joke, but less than others, but other people, I don't know, as well are crueler. So, some of them are classmates, some of them are random people, is that correct? And to add, it's never wrong to express your emotions. However you may feel if someone may be belittling you for it or not listening to you, expressing your emotions is important. Yes. I felt foolish. She meant it to try to encourage me, actually, but it didn't come across that way. Plus, she was initially public with her okay, yeah. I figured, because, yeah, they hit me strange, too. But, like, you know, I get it, though, because she's trying to encourage you away from that, so that's good, but it could have been done with more tact. Were you able to kind of work that out with her later on? Random to an extent, like, I know their names, but I don't know who they are, if that makes sense. Okay. So you are aware of them, but you don't really know them. Okay, I'm glad you worked it out with them. Cool.
Whoa, a yoked girth action figure.
Yoked girth. That is a thing. Yoked girth. Girth. Can I get on top of it? I can. Is there anything here? Is it just a head? Nothing on top of it. Anything underneath it? Is there science in there? No science in there. There's a spider. Okay, cool. Big nope from me, pal. And on top of that, that sounds like there might be a science in there. I struggle with talking though, and usually just ignore it.
Tastes good.
Well, that's a bit of a difficult situation. If you're interacting with them on a consistent basis, whether it be intentional or not, there is not threat detected. Oh. Shh. Quiet, spider. Intentional or not, there's not much you can do other than ignore them. I know, it's an action figure of some sort in this universe. Okay, spider. Okay, don't be so gung-ho about trying to kill me. Stop it! I do not wish to kill you, but you're running directly at me, and I take that as an immediate threat. Well, if you don't know them, you can always ignore them. As for those who you do know, I think it's better to talk and set up some boundaries. Yes. It helps a lot just to have someone you know to trust and to talk to, and having someone there for you and helping you will go a long way. Yes. I also agree to that. Both of those statements is a big fat yes from me. Ant. They are fascinated by whatever this thing is. They're very fascinated. What is happening? I can... Oh, it's a cookie sandwich. That's what... Oh, that's why they're so fascinated with it. It's food. Got it. Ant cult. It didn't want to kill you. It wants to save you for later. Oh, God. So, yeah. Yes, with my classmates, they kind of know I don't do it as... They kind of know and don't do it as much, so it isn't as much of a problem. So I'm trying to think of is like, okay, how can we attack this problem? People are assigning to you self-harm despite the fact that you're not doing that, and that's something that really weighs on you. Which, fair. It's not fun when people accuse you of things you do not do. And I'm sure maybe it builds up. Is it correct? They have a friend group, but they fight between themselves. Is it correct to assume, Star, that, like, the fact that people make fun of you or I guess, like, harass you about this self-harm thing makes you, like, think about it more and then makes you question if you should do that in the first place? I had friends I could vent to, but I didn't have anyone speaking into my life and intrinsic value and worth. Yeah, yes, that is for sure. Yes, okay. I figured. That's why it hurts. Okay. But once again, even though it might not feel like it, if there's someone you personally know that's acting like that, you probably don't even know how that makes you feel. Talking to them may help. Once again, even though it might not feel like it, if there's someone you personally know that is acting like that, they probably don't even know how that makes you feel. Talking to... Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying now. Talking to them may help, yes. So, okay. I want to stop what I'm doing and really focus in on this. Walking around is not going to help me. So, I'm speaking to you, Star. So... There's two things that it looks like we could be working on here that could help. It's not their fault, and they are my good friends that I trust. Okay. Two things I'm thinking here that could really help in this circumstance. One being that recognizing that people get things wrong all the time and finding ways to not internalize the negative things that people perceive about you and developing your own self-image that it supersedes what other people may try to think or assign to you would be very important in this moment. It's really good to take control over what you believe about yourself. Because while that in and of itself is not necessarily guaranteed to change anything on the outside, what it will do is it will help you move in the direction of getting help. It'll move you in the direction of working on yourself that will transform you into who you want to be. And it starts by taking every thought captive to the obedience of Christ. Like, who we become starts up here. It becomes an idea. It's those intrusive thoughts that starts here. And if those thoughts are not dealt with and they continue to be ruminated on and you're thinking about that all the time, that can turn into a fascination, that can turn into actions, that can turn into a lifestyle, that can turn into who you are. But you can stop that and you can change that by catching those thoughts and responding to those thoughts with who you actually want to be. And I would say, most importantly, who God would want you to be, which I know at this moment, you're not really sure of who's the right God, if at all. And that's something maybe we can help you with over time. I would like to, if you're ever open to it, but no expectations there. But starting with choosing what you can, because you have the right, Star, to choose what you believe about yourself. You don't have to let other people narrate that story for you. You can choose that internal monologue. You can't necessarily stop what comes to mind, but you can direct it. Because you're going to just have negative thoughts. That's unstoppable. And sometimes it's going to be great, and sometimes it's going to be an onslaught of negative thinking. Just is life. And things will happen to you, and it'll trudge things back up. But if you begin to stop all the thoughts that are coming through your head and examine them, and figure out what you want to believe about it and what you want to believe about yourself, then you can begin to change the narrative on that. I also internalized what people said to me, and therefore, thinking worse about myself, I had to change how I thought about myself. Yes. That was one of the first things that God began to work on me when I came out of a very long-standing porn addiction. He started to work on how I viewed myself and change it from looking at myself as a victim to looking at myself as someone who is a victor. And it was very transformative of a process, because no longer did I feel helpless to addiction. I was able to now look at myself as someone who is not the addiction and able to overcome the addiction. So changing my self-image was one of the very first things that God began to work on me. And it was very helpful. But the other thing that I feel like would be very helpful in your circumstance is to set boundaries with people. And that is something that is not going to be easy for you, probably. Especially in this beginning phase, because it sounds like you're really in need of surrounding yourself with people that believe in you more, and that you're able to confide in, that will not belittle you or chastise you or whatever for whatever you're going through. Having good, healthy people surrounding you is very important in setting boundaries with other people that are not good and are toxic to you, because they will be able to say, hey, the way this person is treating you is not okay. You should say something. It's not okay that they're treating you poorly. And that can give you the confidence necessary to set boundaries with people that are being toxic to you. But it's still important to set boundaries. So I guess the second thing, 2.5, that'd be very helpful for you, is to continue to search for people that are kind to you. They're not going to keep bringing up thoughts of self-harm and harassing you with that, thoughts of suicide and harassing you with that, but people that will remind you of who you really are, that maybe you can't always see in yourself, but they can, and let them pour into your life on a regular basis, intentionally being vulnerable with them about the things that you don't like about yourself, so that they can speak to that and encourage you when you're feeling down. I think that's a very important thing when you're trying to work on eventually setting boundaries and creating around yourself an environment that empowers you and doesn't diminish you and belittle you. Because you need to understand that you are more valuable than to allow people to constantly harass you. You should stand up for yourself and be like, no, I don't want to talk about this. I don't know where you're getting this from. This is not who I am. And to realize and to separate yourself, you need to understand, Star, that you are not your intrusive thoughts. Your intrusive thoughts are a byproduct of your brain, of your body, but they're not who you are. You have a spirit inside of you. Whatever condition it's in right now, I don't know. I know that God can bring people's spirits back to life and put a spark back inside of them when you accept Christ as your Savior. I know He can do that. But you need to understand that you are not your intrusive thoughts. That you are superior to those thoughts. And you get to decide which thoughts have a say in your mind and can have a free pass to tell you whatever. Because otherwise it's very difficult to stand up to negative thinking. Because if you are your thoughts, then you'll just kind of accept whatever thoughts come your way, and that's whatever you thought is who you are, and that's not accurate. Everybody has unhealthy perceptions of themselves. Some people are prideful, some people are anxious, some people are lazy, some people are workaholics, some people are type A, B, or C personality, whatever you want to put it on the Myers-Briggs, whatever, however many ways you can divide up the Enneagram, whatever you want to divide up personality types. Everyone has a part of themselves they think is good that's not good, and a part of themselves they think is bad that's not bad. But we are all, no matter what it is, we are all not just our bodies. We're not just our minds. There's something larger and greater than that exists beyond life, into death. And that is who our truer selves are. And it's really important, I think, for you to get that down in your heart, because when those intrusive thoughts come, and it's really hard, people are telling you very negative things and they're harassing you, they won't have a space to land because you understand.
It's no crime, but it's better than nothing.
You understand that they're not necessarily who you are. Like, they're just something that you have to work through and deal with and figure out ways to kind of cope through that. Or find ways to shut it off entirely. Eat. Eat this meat.
Damn, give me a plate of this.
And I'm sorry if I've overwhelmed you. I need to work on how I deliver information so it does not overwhelm people. I've got years of living and studying and experience and stuff, and I need to find better ways to condense that. There's an extra amount of ants. Yep. Some need to be overcome and some don't. Some character flaws aren't really flaws. We think they're flaws. Okay, cool. And I'm here to help as much as I'm able to. I'm here to help. Like, I will tell you if I don't know something, and be as humble about it as I can be. I think a piece of grass just glitched to the ground. Rip that grass. Darn. So, like, if there's anything that I say that doesn't make sense, that could use more clarification or disagreement, if something I say pisses you off or something, whatever, let's talk about it. I am not God. I do not know everything. I know some things, and whatever I know, I'm willing to share. Get the rest of my first grassed hut. And I want to make a tower, too. That'd be fun to have. What is that sound? Is that the bee? Oh, it's a bee. Gosh, why do they have to make them so cute? And then I have to murder them in order to progress. All right. Have a good night. Thank you for joining us today. Sleep well. Let me wait, Star. If you're still there, are you still there? Okay. Let me pray over you first before you go to bed. If I can, if I may. May I? There's the rest of my grass hut. Okay, cool. All right. Father, I just pray for Star, and I just thank you, Lord, that you help him to have a good night's rest. Father, I pray that he will both lie down in peace and sleep, for you alone, O Lord, make him dwell in safety. I pray that his dreams will be sweet, his sleep will be sweet, and that when he wakes up in the morning, he'll be refreshed, ready to take on a new day, that his eyes will be strong, his focus will be clear, and that he will be able to accomplish more than he normally does. Fill him, Lord, with your perfect love, cast out all fear, and just thank you, Lord, for your presence being with him, that he'll be able to feel you, even if he doesn't know what that is. But be with him, Lord, give him a good night's rest. In your precious name, amen. So now you may go to bed. Good night. We are indeed here. Totally not watching some memes. Totally. Oh, Gaming Warrior. I also struggled with self-harm during thoughts during my divorce. I had to choose what thoughts I was going to believe. You are not alone. Yeah. And even I've had some thoughts from time to time. So I'm not free of that, but that is not usually my typical battle. Usually I have other things that I battle with. Like anxiety. Oh, anxiety. How I hate you. Ugh. Is dumb. Let's see. Where is the rest of my... There it is. I'm determined to finish this house. Relocating it into my stock so I can build other things later. Can I just relocate that now? There we go. Hello, Ant. I'll be back. You just be kind. Okay? Don't move stuff. Don't forget spiders. Yeah. How could I forget that? I was about to forget it, but no. I had to be reminded. Thank you. So how has your typical experience gone when trying to worship or connect with these different gods, Gaming Warrior? You've talked about that a little bit, and I'm curious. Paint me a picture. Where is over here? I keep forgetting. But it should just be stumps left. Where is my stumps of grass? They were somewhere. Okay, yeah, they wouldn't be that way, they'd be this way. Somewhere within this region they should be. Oh, here we are. Cool. I have no idea where the remaining of that grass went. Also, Richard, how has your day been? I don't know if I've asked you that directly. And what have you been up to today? I need more stems, eventually. Not entirely yet. And I should plant something. Hello, Metal Man. I have not heard from you in a hot second. Welcome back. How are you doing today, Metal Man? Since you were last here, I managed to... At least provided you were not there during the previous stream I was playing this. I managed to finish most of, if not all of the hedge lab stuff. Got to that, did that. So that's been done. I now have full grub armor, and I need to make myself spider armor. Well, I don't need to, but I'm thinking about it. I chose grub. I think part of it's because I like to be able to run around and get away from things and then shoot them from afar. But I'm open to suggestions. Reading what you're saying. As for me, I still have a lot to learn. However, I've kind of learned to enjoy the time with God and try telling him about how I've been. Okay. No internet at home at present. Okay. And it's been good. Cool. Just moved. Oh, well, congratulations on moving. Did you move into a new house, into an apartment? Something else? Although, to truly talk with God takes a lot of prayers, and I mean lots. Let's see. I've got some clay. Why did I want the clay? I should eat this. Before it just dies. Forced move to new apartment. Ugh. Forced moved. That's no fun. Oh, that's what I wanted. Yes, burgle. Explore fallen oak branch. Complete marker at fallen oak branch. Requires only a little bit. Stepping stone summit. Complete trail marker at stepping stone summit. Complete trail marker at toad swamp. Fallen oak branch. Sure, we'll give myself that. Old anthill. Field station. Oak lab. Something. Don't know what that is. Okay. You haven't collected the mints yet. No, I've not collected the mints. I now can. I just have not done it. Let me do that since you brought it up. Hello, mints.
Having a little peep.
No. No. There we go. Mint shard. This is researchable. Let me research it. They sound like the names of Baptist churches around here. Each one of them. Not without researching it first. If I can. Can it be searched? Yes! I can do a science on it.
Science.
Mint arrow. Okay. Give me some brain power. Cool. Alright. You said eat one. Consume. I don't know what that did. I'm already full as it is. Oh, mutation has happened? Wait. So let's see what I have. Chopper. I've got now level 2. Phase 2 of that. Side effects. Max stamina from gear. Medium armor. Moderate stamina increase requires swing weapons. Optimized defense. Well-fed meal. Mastery. Axe attacks apply to a buff to you that removes the stamina regen delay when not exhausted. Okay. Meat shield. Max health increased. Grass master. That's just fun. Grass master. It's got so many other applications to it. Natural explorer. The tendrils of your memory map every bump, crack, and path between each new landmark found until the lawn becomes as familiar as the back of your hand. Powered by intuition, your tiny feet skitter through the muck weeds ever quicker. Fresh defense. A plume of mint dust envelops you and sends a cool wave ripping through your skin. Cells activate a fresh layer to combat the sting of all that stinks and burns. Gas resistance, burn resistance, sizzle protection. Well, that's a nice buff. I don't sizzle as bad. Cool. Going back to what you're saying, it sometimes even takes a lifetime worth of prayers, or sometimes just one. I can't explain for myself, as I have yet to reach them. In both ways right now, it's only one-way connection repeated twice. It sounds, for some reason, that sounds arbitrary. No! But I understand. But no! But no, please explain more what you mean by that, gaming warrior. Oh, okay, but fell into a hole. No. Bucko. Oh, now he's hostile. Don't hit me. Ow! Get wrecked! I did not ask for this. I just wanted to explore the anthill. Eat 10 pieces in total for all 3 phases. Okay, so just keep eating all of them. Got it. Unless you can convince me otherwise right now. Well, while I would like to convince you, if you genuinely need to go to bed, I do not want to convince you to stay up later than you should. So I'm not going to do that. But if you do not need to go to bed sooner, it's just fun to have you here. I enjoyed talking with you, and I really appreciate the help that you've given today. Like, it was some good wisdom that you were kind of dishing out. So there's that. If you were to stay here for longer, I can explain you about some weird but good things. I'm here. I don't know how much longer I'll stay on, to be fair, though. Eat 10 pieces of this and just keep eating this until I turn into the living proof of a brain freeze.
I'm not picky.
Give me these pieces. Consume all of it. Become completely mutated. I hope there's not a consecutive, like, requirement. Nope, I'm already level 2. There's no ramifications for this whatsoever. I just keep eating this. Yeah, that is true. Well, a weird but good ingredient used for the rituals with the god of death. I still don't understand worshipping a god of death. Or wanting to commune with such a god. Consume. Consume. Have we hit max? Is that 10? It is 10. Phase 3. Now I'm just very gas resistant, burn resistant, and sizzle protected. Let's go. Save the rest. You will get a great weapon later. Okay, cool. I'm already set for 6.5 hours of sleep. What's 30 less? Jeez. As someone who doesn't sleep well, Zap, stay and watch Brandon get minty fresh like old gum. Yeah, no, I probably will close out here at 10:30. So we'll make that the cutoff point. Always a good time for me, because then I can go make myself a sandwich, have myself my turkey and cheese sandwich and my potato salad. Who needs sleep anyways? Oh, I do. I didn't get that great of sleep. I had a weird moment a couple days ago. Speaking of sleep, but I'll get to that in a second. Well, he's the deity that gives you the freedom from the cycle of life, which is what happens when you die. Your soul gets reincarnated into another body. The whole idea of reincarnation is also something I don't know what to think about. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, it's not that I don't understand the general concept, but it's not something that has made sense to me. And please, I want to say this, Gaming Warrior, these different disagreements that I'm bringing up is not me. A, it is not me rejecting you, and B, it is not me. It is not me. What's the word I'm looking for? Trying to be mean or hostile or anything. It is me just kind of airing things that I have heard, grappled with, and do not understand or have reservations towards. And I would like to work on how I communicate that, so you can help me out with that specifically. Okay, cool. Yeah, what, sleep? In your case, you just woke up. Although, to be fair, maybe you did not sleep well, who knows. But yeah, no, reincarnation is not something that has really made sense to me. I think I was doing homework when you were talking about it, but how have you been? Oh, how have I been? I'll get back to that then. I have been good. I've been a little sad, to be fair. But it's not... This particular sadness, what it's linked to, is not something I'm ready to talk about necessarily just yet. Just know that I have been a little bit sad. But otherwise been fine. It's been a,
That was refreshing.
It's been like an on and off busy time at work. Like, not too busy. But, like I said, like, sometimes it's... What is that? Oh, I don't like that at all. Oh, that's a screw that over there. That's a recluse spider. Or wolf spider. Not a fan. Okay, there goes the spider. There's spiders on the loose. Thought for a second I was hearing like the sound of shaking or something. Only it's just the music itself making that sound. Okay, I don't want to be out here with brown recluse spiders. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want it. No, I do not want the brown recluse spider. No, thanks. Or the wool spider is bad idea. Yes. No, thank you. I can go over here where I do not have to deal with it. I can say, screw that spider from afar, and it won't hear me and try to eat me alive. Okay. There we go. Let me put myself over here, far away from that BS that's out there. Okay, let me read. I feel like it would be better to imagine the god of death in the scenario kind like someone that controls heaven and hell instead of someone that kills people. Depends on if you think your soul is in the energy is an energy essence that can be moved between physical bodies. Yes, well, he's the guy who gives you freedom from the life cycle, similar to how you guys have the loop in hell. That's true. it is the life energy responding to Metal Man. The loop in hell. What happens exactly when someone dies then? Do they get the option to be reborn depending on how they lived or something else? My current understanding of reincarnation is that depending on how you lived your karma, depending on how you lived your life depends on how you're reborn. Whether you're born higher up or lower down is my current understanding of it. I don't know anything else really about it other than people can be reborn as other people, but they're still the same person. Brought into a new body with higher status or less status. And part of the reason why killing animals is something that's more frowned upon is because of the fact that a person could be reincarnated as an animal, if I remember correctly. If what I know of reincarnation is accurate. Anything good to kill? Might loaf. I found mac and bees. That was fun. Yeah, so their soul is put into another animal or human depending on what you did in your lifetime and how much good or bad. And I think the whole concept of good and bad too is, or like of the concept of people being good is something that makes me concerned. Ironically. Hello, Ant. But what if you were a baby and died after a few days? How would you be judged? That's a good question. That question applies even outside of reincarnation. Hello, Ant. Oh, that's what I wanted to make. Okay, yeah. That's right, I wanted to make a repair tool. Yeah, that's why I wanted clay. Make that. Pebblet dagger. Actually, I don't know. Interesting. Got to go now. Well, thanks for joining, Metal Man. Good to hear from you again. Have a happy night. The sconce. I want a sconce up here. Actually, no. I don't want a sconce. I want this thing. There we go. But correct me if I'm wrong. You don't remember the previous life, so you don't know why you're reincarnated as the status you are. I feel like that'd probably be correct. Because the baby is meant to be like a mirror. That's true. Okay. There we go. My house is more lit. It is more lit, fam. Let's see. Here is my flat roof option. Here we go. I don't want to just have it like that. Okay. So yeah, the whole, I don't know, the whole concept around reincarnation has always bothered me. And the idea of like a person going up and down, like, you know, in terms of like, because there's several factors that kind of play into that, and I'm trying to think of that in this moment.
I hear it's good luck to see a firefly.
I've never seen one. Is there a firefly? Hold on, this is not what I wanted to get distracted on. Oh, there really is a firefly. Okay.
Gonna have a look around. Location marked on the map.
Can I peep it?
Got a new one.
Man, that thing's sound is... I need to kill it. I hate to do this. Good luck to find one. You probably have things I need. Ow. Ooh, that's interesting. No. Why am I missing? You probably have things I need. I did not need to come out here and do this, but I have a theory that you have bug parts that I can research. I want to finally respond to what's being said. Bug parts, yes. Analyze.
Science.
Firefly hanging lantern. Cool. Cool. Skip. And analyze this. Stuffed firefly. Okay, well that's useless. That is just vanity and chasing the wind. Okay, cool. At least we can now have a hanging lantern. Thank you. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna respond, and then we'll head out from here. Okay. No more of that. We should probably make it daytime, so that way a big fat spider does not decide to come. Sleep! Because I know they'll try. They patrol during the night, and I do not want to deal with it. Okay. Cool. However, sometimes for some very serious devotees, they do not know what they were in their past life. However, sometimes for some very serious devotees, they do know what they were in their past life. Sorry. Let me throw you this curveball then, Brandon. If a baby dies, do they go to heaven or hell? I don't know. I don't think they would go to hell personally. My personal opinion, my personal belief is that they would not go to hell. Because they've done... They would not have the full... They would not have lived such a life to understand right from wrong and make decisions that would judge them in such a way. That's my theory. Like a theory of a period of accountability. Where a person is aware and they're choosing to do the wrong thing on a consistent basis, they would be accountable. But I don't know. I really have no idea because God has more understanding of how a person would live their lives than we would, being existing in all things and knowing all things. So that is the best answer that I can give. But does the baby deserve to go to heaven? He's saying generally depends on how they were acted on. Wrong wording probably, but if the people around did bad things to him or sacrificed him, not for the sense of death, you found a loophole. Congratulations. Loophole. But I don't know. All I know, and here's the thing, this is the reason why I have a hard time with the concept of reincarnation. The Bible says, all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, leaving no room for a single person to be innocent. All have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. We've all done things that make us evil. Some people are they will do a lot of very bad things, and some people maybe not as much, but regardless, through the different life seasons we live, sometimes we do really good and sometimes we don't. Like, I don't know. There's just... We change and grow over time as we kind of unpack ourselves, learn more about ourselves, new parts of ourselves gets created. But in all of that process, we have a baseline desire for evil, to do things that are selfish and self-serving, that would harm others. And so there is no good person in this world, to the point that Jesus himself said... When a rich young man approached him and said to him, "Good teacher, what must I do to be saved?" or something to that line. I don't remember exactly how it is. Hold on, I don't want to misquote this. Let me pull this up exactly as it is. Jesus and the rich young man. Okay. Let me drop on you some New Testament lore. Okay. I do not want the King James Version. Give me something a little bit easier to read. Let's do this one. This is in Matthew 19, 16 through 22. Someone came to Jesus with this question. Teacher, what good deeds must I do to have eternal life? Wait, this is not... Maybe I do need that version, because that is different. Because it's a part... Or maybe this is in a different gospel. One of the gospels, he says, good person. He's like, do not call me good. Hold on a second. Now I'm curious. I start on that, and I realize, wait... What's eternal life? And he said to him, why do you ask me about what is good? Oh, wait, no, actually, hold on. Let me read this. And behold, a man came up to him saying, Teacher, what good deed must I do to have eternal life? And he said to him, why do you ask me about what is good? There is only one who is good. If you would enter life, keep the commandments. He said to him, which ones? And Jesus said, you shall not murder, you should not commit adultery, you should not steal, you should not bear false witness, honor your father and mother, and you should love your neighbor as yourself. The young man said, all these things I have kept. What do I still lack? And Jesus said to him, if you would be perfect, go and sell what you possess and give it to the poor, and you would have treasure in heaven, and come, follow me. And when the young man heard this, he went away sorrowful, for he had great many possessions. There is another part of that he says, good teacher, why do you... There it is. Now behold, one came to him and said, good teacher, what good thing must I do? What good thing shall I do to inherit? That I may have, good God, eternal life. And he said to him, why do you call me good? No one is good but one, that is God. But if you do want to enter into life, keep the commandments. So I guess depending what translation we're looking at here, one of the translations, he says, why do you call me good? No one is good but one. And it says C. There is one who is good. So I guess depending on the translation, one who is good, but another one says, Jesus himself denied the title of good, is what I was trying to find and figure out there. So, do that. Let me pull this back up again, then pull that up, and then pull this up. And it's in the King James Version. Okay, cool. So yeah, so I guess depending which way you're looking, not even Jesus accepted the title of being called good. And so I don't think there's any good person. There is people that are doing good things that are beneficial for others besides just themselves, and acting in a more loving and kind way. But to say that any one person is good, only God is good. And so nobody is really deserving of a better life. That is all a gift that God chooses to give us despite our evil nature. So reincarnation has bothered me because it's like, for that matter, it's like, who's good? What is considered good? And also, like, you know, there's a lot of people that we would say are good, but we don't really know what the background of what they're doing is. So there's that, and then also there's the fact of, like, okay, they're being reincarnated as something else, but there's, like, more and more human life in this world by the day. Where are these souls coming from? If they're just reincarnation of other souls, where are they coming from? Kind of thing. Which, that one I feel like maybe there's an explanation for, because I do not know a lot about reincarnation. But how is it that these people are popping up out of seemingly nowhere? So that's another thing that's kind of like, I don't know what to think about that. And then when it comes to justice, like, I understand that going down a ladder in reincarnation could be justice for a person who lived an evil life, but I don't know if that's really ultimately justice. And I think it ignores God's omniscience in a sense, because if we were to do something, and that was, we did, like, let's say we do one bad thing in our life, That's not just one bad thing and we move on. We move on, but God does not. God still is there in that moment. He is omniscient. He knows it's happened. It's always on his mind, kind of thing. I don't know. Oh. Let's see. Let me just see what you're saying. Well, if we did know, then if they did, then how bad and did they do any good? Like how immense? Why do you call me good? Yeah. By the way, can you send me the link to this website, Brandon? I keep forgetting the handle. You're talking about for the Bible website thing? And we should do a Monday stream where we talk about the commandments and why and what is their origins. We actually did do that once, I think. Maybe not in the origins of them, but we did talk. I remember talking about that when I was playing Raft. So there's more to it. So there's actually, to reach heaven in Hinduism, you have to get clear. Okay. I mean, you have to leave everything and live a life. Okay. We can't make ourselves good based off our doing good deeds. Plus, it seems one bad deed can strip the value of the good deeds. Yeah. So yeah. What is good? So yeah. Okay. All right. We've gone over time. I know you need to get to bed, Zap, if you're even still there. So we'll finish it there. But I'll look into that. I'll look into talking more about those specific things. It'll give me something to talk about. And if there's any other topics that are on you guys' mind that you'd like for me to go over on a Monday, just let me know. And you can put that into the suggestion channel. And I'll keep a look at that and talk about it. Or you can tell me privately. Either way. So yes, you're always there. Okay. Watching. Lurking, listening. Always. However, it is possible to go the other way as well. Lurking, yes. Alright. Let me pull this up over here. Alright. This song. I do not want to have someone singing in the background. Although the rest of it seems fine enough. Well, anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you've enjoyed this stream, of course, this is your invitation to join us on Discord. We always have a link to that in the description below. And also, we have it in the panels if you're on Twitch. So, we'll always like to have you there because whenever we're doing it, that will always be described specifically on Discord. So, it's the best way to keep track of what's going on in thoughtraid. So, yes, that is your invitation. And I also want to remind you guys, if you'd like to support us, we are always looking for financial support. We are trying to hit a goal of about $450 a year to cover the different costs we have, so it doesn't have to come out of pocket. Or my personal pockets, that is. And you're welcome to donate. We are still working on the shirt, but at the highest tier in Patreon, a shirt is included as part of that, as well as a sticker. And there are other perks that are involved if you want to support us that way on a monthly basis. And also, we have PayPal if you want to do something like a one-time thing. But all of that does help and goes towards the cost of the running things. And then any sort of extra beyond that, like we want to do 10% to put back into the community or into one of our local churches as part of the tithe for thoughtraid. So if you're interested, there is links to that below as well. So Noah busted my chops for not being on Discord, but if I join, I can't fuss I can't fuss about being old. It's true. It's okay. I don't think fussing about being old is worth it anyways. I don't want to really view myself as old as much as possible. So join. Oh gosh, and I want to answer that question. If someone has been bad all the time and does one good thing, does that change anything? No, that does not change anything, because doing good things, salvation, at least according to Christianity, and what I believe, is not about doing good things. It is about surrendering your life to Jesus and choosing to make him your Lord and Savior, which means repenting of your old ways and putting that aside and solely and exclusively following him and no other God, because he is the creator of all things. Why worship the pot that is made of clay than the person sculpting the pot? So the presence of doing a bunch of bad things and doing one good thing is not going to save you any more than doing a bunch of good things is going to save you from hell as well. It's not about that. It is about humility and recognizing that you are imperfect and in need of a savior, and that it is repenting and turning away from the things you know you're doing wrong. That humility and that choosing to commit your life to Christ, that's where the salvation is. And then it doesn't matter so much of how many good things you do, because your salvation isn't based in what you do. The going up and down a ladder in some sort of reincarnation thing is not based off of what you do. It is a matter of who you've dedicated your life to. Because if you've truly dedicated your life to Christ, it produces fruit. It produces a changed heart. It produces a changed interaction, how you work with other people. It transforms you, much like a best friend becomes like their best friend and takes on similar characteristics. So also living a life dedicated to God, dedicating to Jesus, changes you to be more like him. So just to answer that. Yeah, so anyways. Yeah, so join us if you like. Support us if you like, but otherwise, I'm happy for you all coming here today. Thank you for coming, Gaming Warrior. Thank you for coming, Richard. Thank you for coming, Zap. Thank you for coming, John and Metal Man and Star. All of you guys, I'm very grateful that you came to chat with me today. JK, thank you for showing up today. It means a lot to me. This is what I love about thoughtraid, is to be able to talk to you guys and to just work things out. Sounds good. Thank you, Gaming Warrior. So, all of that said, we broadcast every week on Monday, Friday, and Saturday around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be live this Friday with some D&D. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Good night.